Good morning, citizens of the world. My name is Davinci Jeremy, and my channel is dedicated to discussing a very important topic, and that's because everyone needs to save and invest. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I'm working and what does it serve. Is there anyone out there that doesn't need to save? Why can't I just save? Why do I have to take risk investing? And then we're going to do some Bitcoin TA, and finally, questions and answers. And please, I need some people to leave some decent questions in the comment section below. What purpose does working serve? I mean, why am I working? The government can just print money, and I don't have to work. Yeah, that's true, right? That's true, and you see that all the time, right? The government's just like, printing a bunch of money and getting people to work, and basically they have slaves without really actually saying that they have slaves. Because if you can create money for free, right, then you have a slave for free, basically. And the slave doesn't even know he's a slave, right? So you don't want to have slaves working for you. Like, for example, I noticed that the people would like to say, "Oh, well, I need free healthcare, I need free schools and stuff like that." But really, what you're saying is, I want free slaves, right? You want slaves to take care of to teach you. You want slaves to basically give you medicines and so forth, and medical attention. That's not the way you want to live your life. If you were stuck on an island, right, you'd have to work hard for yourself. I could print a bunch of money, drop it on your island, right? But that's not going to help you, right? Because you need somebody else to accept that money, right? To do some work for you. And obviously, right, you don't want to treat somebody like a slave, and that's what you're doing when you accept printed money and you use it to get somebody to work for you, right? So assuming that you don't want people working as slaves, right? That's not fair, because you know what? We've already known that we're going to actually save our money and make ourselves wealthy with hard money. Oops. So, do I need to save? Well, yeah, you don't have to save, but if there's an emergency, right, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, this SARS COVID-19 thing is like an example of why we need to save, right? And a lot of businesses did not save, right? And 2 out of 3 people that are watching this video right now do have nothing saved, and you're gonna need to have. You want to be able to work to produce and eat something, but you need to have some sort of savings later on, so that hey, you can if you don't have the ability to work or income coming in, you'll be able to use that instead. But I know, big corporations, they get free printed money, so that they don't have to actually work and get people to give them money to pay for their employees and everything else. But you're a better person than that. True, if you save fiat for emergency, the value may be lost to inflation. And yeah, I mean, that's why we're in this into Bitcoin. Because now we can save our money in Bitcoin. We can take our fiat money. There's payment plans right now you can do on Coinbase. Take out money every month, every week. Put it into Bitcoin, and you can save Bitcoin. I challenge you to do that over the next 12 to 18 months, because you're going to be rich beyond your belief. Just doing that, you have 18 months to do that, starting now, right? And I suggest you check out the videos in the link in the description below. They'll show you how to save, and you will not regret it. You will be thanking me left, right, and center. I won't need any money. If you just do this, you make yourself rich. That will be thanks enough. Just say that, hey, Davinci, thank you for making me rich by just learning how to save Bitcoin. With fiat, you must invest your savings, right? That's why, I remember what back in the days when I started to learn how to save, I always asked, why do I have to risk my money that I worked hard for in order to make more money? I would like something that I could like to just save the dollars and not have to worry about it. And I know that if when I go to retire, those dollars are not going to be worth the same. I won't be able to buy the same amount of bread. I won't be able to buy the same amount of gas. I won't be able to buy the same amount of rent. But Bitcoin solves all of that, right? Because we know that the dollar loses money, and we were told to just throw it in the stock market. Well, that's comes to an end. We need a new monetary unit, a vehicle that maintains our wealth, right, and increases our wealth over time. Bitcoin does that, right? I know that some people are going, well, how do you know? How do you know? Okay, the simple fact that Bitcoin has been around for a long time and hasn't been hacked, right? Proves that it's going to be a safe harbor for your savings. You don't have to I know it's a little dangerous to leave your money in into exchanges, but at first, if you don't know how to use Bitcoin yet, that's the best place to do so for the time being, and spend some time practicing using a Bitcoin before you move it off of the exchange. But I want stability, Davinci. I don't trust this Bitcoin. It goes up and down like a whore's drawers. Yes, that's true. But, the prices you see in the grocery store and at McDonald's and stuff like that are an illusion of stability. The way they create this stability that you see is through options and so forth. What they do is or a futures market, they buy forward the food, the meats, and the products they need in order to keep the prices somewhat stable from your point of view. But meanwhile, the prices are actually fluctuating just as badly as the dollar is. And so they provide stable prices through mechanisms in the financial market. And once Bitcoin becomes a full currency, it'll be doing the exact same thing. So saving hard money such as gold and silver and Bitcoin ensures also that you will see falling prices in the future and not rising prices. So you could actually just save. All right, with that said, we're going to go on to technical analysis, right? And as you can see, we got like a Darth Maul candle happened yesterday, and that's just crazy. So let's switch over to the TA window. Oh, wow. We are, okay, let's see here. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Oops, I hit the clock. As you can see, we can fly through the Bitcoin futures gap, like still with an airplane, right? The weekly, right? It still looks like a Darth Maul candle there, that last weekly. So, and now we're starting off with this new week, and I think we might be closing this gap. Be careful, because you know what, we might decide to go down before we go up. Let's take a look at some of our other time frames. Let me just reload that. So we're up for today, and I would say we should close the gap more, because once we start to take off, generally what happens is that if we do a pullback, we try to psych out the players, especially when Bitcoin is deciding to go on a full moon blast. We do a lot of psych outs, and then we break above and slowly climb back up, and then do another psych out. Or even if we're gonna go rolling down, I think we'll probably go above the 13 EMA before we go back down below the 13 EMA on the daily. And roll if Bitcoin prices decide to roll over and break through this trend line. Man, I mean, it hit this trend line. If we go through to the shorter time frame, we hit this trend line way too many times. We go down to the 5 minute here, because that's where I have the trend line drawn again, and you can see it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And okay, so we stopped hitting it here, but we hit it so many times. I mean, if we visit this trend line again, you can pretty much set your stop loss there. Basically, your stop loss. If you decide to go long on this, your stop loss should be down at this trend line. So it's around 8,600 is where you'd say, okay, I'm just walking away, not going to bother. If you want really to be on the safe side, probably down here, but really the trend line, if we come back to it, it's over. So you could set it even as low as 84.63, but if we come back, no chance that Bitcoin is going to do well going forward. So, all right, with that said, before we get to the QA, right, hit the subscribe, right, button, and the bell icon, right, to subscribe to this channel, right, and also hit the more button to check out my backup channel, because you know what, if YouTube decides to make me disappear, right, I'm gonna be using a library going forward, so that will be the only way to get to see my videos if you're interested in seeing more videos from me. So please subscribe to the library channel, and also check out my affiliate links, Pandora's wallet, and so forth. All right, question and answers. Remember to leave your questions in the comment section below. All right, with that said, Super Googly asks, after 2 months of accumulation, I finally moved my coins to my hardware wallet. See how that works? See, Super Googly was saving his money over time, and then finally decides to go with a little bit of testing, a little bit of understanding, use a hardware wallet, because you know what, those things can be, using Bitcoin can be scary at first because it's something new. Okay, is there any good recommendation on how and where to store keys? I would suggest you get one of these, which is called cryptoSteel, and basically there's a metal thing inside here where you can put all your 12 words or 24 words and then store that in the safe. That's the best thing for you to do. Matthew Huga, Jesus, sorry, I'm horrible with names. Why is this cinematic background mood music? Well, I really like hearing music. Whenever I watch a YouTube video, I notice that they always have some sort of dramatic music in the beginning and near the end. And the beginning sucks you in and you want to continue watching this video. So that's why I added dramatic music to my videos. And yeah, I really like them myself. And you can see from the results from the viewership from yesterday's video that it does actually work. All right, I'd like to thank you all for watching, right? And finally, with Bitcoin, we can save for our retirement and know that we will be able to buy more. Thus, our labor has been preserved. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.